If you don't know, now you know. Welcome back to Hashtag J Podcast. And I know it has been a while since I've released my last video, but let me tell you, life is just lifing. Between work and my wedding coming up next year, I have been completely busy, but I will give myself a pat on the back. And also a great round of applause for the fact that sis is gone, but I'm not gone too long. You know what I'm saying? It's not too long without you getting these amazing reactions. To our favorite BL dramas, whether they're good or bad, but we giving you the real tea, how we feel about it. And hopefully that somebody will see our videos and, interject our opinions and our feelings into future BLs, and we'll just be like forever satisfied with our BL dramas that are given to us in this amazing world and space that we have created. So, just a heads up, going forward, because my life is hectic right now and this schedule is just more feasible for me, and also in a few of our videos it won't be as much edited as the previous videos have been, because sis is going to be doing her best. But like I said, I am relatively busy, but going to be active. So going forward, new videos of series that are actively happening, which I am doing my due diligence on actively starting the reactions right around like as the episodes are releasing. And we're going to be dropping new videos on Thursdays only. Only on Thursdays between the times of 8 a.m. to about 1 p.m., which is going to be roughly like a cluster of videos. But you will know the dramas that we are reviewing, that we're going to start reviewing the next couple of weeks, which I will eventually start putting those posts up on Sunday. So pay attention to our YouTube post wall so you can be aware and know I'm going to be communicating more with you guys, because one thing about my channel, and I love how I'm moving and just forever growing, I am a forever student, and this channel will be forever evolving. As you know, if you've been watching from the beginning, it has been evolving as far as like space wise and how I'm giving it to you guys. I'm trying to figure out, my groove and what works for me. And this I've been loving and I ain't complaining. But moving forward, our new videos for like new series will be on Thursdays. Bonus videos will be throughout the week, depending on how much I can get through of editing videos, which will be already completed series, and you'll just be getting our reactions and our opinions. And of course, if you already know to watch our full reaction videos of these series, you do have to be a member on our Patreon. So if you aren't a member, I would say get on it. And on YouTube, I post just the recaps of our reactions, which are like very small clips, which are shorts. And I may do a lengthy recap as a video, depending on what YouTube allows me to post. But I do my best with those. And also on our other social medias, as far as, our TikTok and our Twitter, which is X, but I'm so used to saying Twitter, so we're just going to roll with Twitter. Uh, so we're going to be more active on our Twitter, and I've been relatively active on TikTok. It's like, listen, between everything that's happening, but everything is just going to be going down on Thursday. I feel like if I focus on one day, it won't be so chaotic, and then everything around it would just feel like, just like little casualty of bonus content that I can put out depending on how fast I can edit and bring the content to you guys, if you know what I'm saying. So new videos on Thursdays going forward here on Hashtag J Podcast. And to know about our videos and recaps, clips, and anything that's going on the channel, as far as like our main videos here on Patreon, or here our recap videos on YouTube, you can catch us on Hashtag J Podcast, TikTok, and Twitter for shorter videos. Whatever works for you. So now, enough about this chitter chatter. And let's get into the meat and the potatoes of this video. So this video, we will be talking about 2023 finale BL dramas that ended last week. Now, if you haven't saw these dramas, the finales that I saw last week, I thoroughly enjoyed. And it was one that raised some questions. I don't think it's really bad, but we're going to talk about it. And yeah, let's just, hop on into it. Let's get into our first BL drama. Let's see what it is. Let's chat. So the first BL drama that ended last week that we're going to talk about is KISEKI Dear to Me. And we are currently posting or have a few episodes already up of the series. Trust me, I am trying to do my best. And when I say currently, I will be posting further episodes on Patreon. I'm doing my best. Like I told you, life has been lifing. It's been a lot of stuff. And it's just, let's stay on task. We have KISEKI Dear to Me. And this one, by far, I would tell you, was the best ending for me last week. By far, this series was my top fave of ending because how it ended, it was like, what the entire fuck? Right? So if you've seen the series and you saw the ending, you know what I'm talking about. But like I said, this series I'm not finished yet on my Patreon as far as like our reaction, but my reactions is like forever evolving with each episode. So I'm definitely gonna have this full series up. Like I'm pushing to complete it within the next week. Pushing to complete it. So trust. So the ending of KISEKI Dear to Me. Well, before we even fully get into the ending, if you guys are not familiar with my drama list, this is one of a few BL drama websites I really like to take a peek at when I find out about a series. I like to look at the ratings they give this series because I'm assuming that they've seen the episode or have an idea of what the story's like. So some of them, they have a rating for the series. And going by their ratings are kind of to a point spot on because I share a level understanding of why they rate certain episodes, the ratings that they give them. So my drama list is one of the top BL drama websites I really like to go to before choosing before choosing a BL drama series. So if you're not familiar with this website, I would tell you go take a look at it and see what ratings they give a few BL dramas that you may have been considering to take a look at and not really sure. And you get little synapses of what the series is about and also the characters. And if you click their pictures, you also get, I think, a few more clips of series that they're in as well. So if you like a certain actor and you want to watch more series, BL drama series that they're in, I think that's how this site works. Listen, I click a lot of them. So I'm thinking this one is like that. So we're going to jump right on into it. Okay, so KISEKI Dear to Me ended like, okay. KISEKI Dear to Me ended in a way I didn't expect. So at the end, in the finale, we see that Shin Yi and Adi get to, they're together. And they are so cute. It's, in the last episode, we see more of them being in a happy space, being together. That's really much of what you see with them two. Like them cementing their feelings and like really going for this relationship. So what is this? How many episodes is in this series? Let's roll up. 13. So in episode 12, it ends with Chin-Yi getting shot. That's how it ends. And you trying to figure out who shot him. So one, I personally thought the girl shot him. But I did not know how her correlation was to the gang. I just said, I have a feeling about that girl because she started doing weird shit. Right? And she was just creeping. It was just it was just too weird. But I thought it was on some, she in love with one of them and she just crazy type shit. That's what I thought it was. Or she may have had some affiliation with something. But what it was isn't what popped in my head. So you find out that the leader, Chin Yang, basically hired somebody to pretend to shoot Chin-Yi so he can get an understanding to take his job seriously. And that he can, lose his life basically to just live his life. I'm assuming this is what this man was talking about. But you see that Adi gets defensive. And for some reason, I feel like Chin Yang kind of always knew how Adi felt about Chin-Yi. And also, at the end, Chin Yang's little friend, his lover, let me see where he's at. Ming. Yeah, him. When you get to Ming, who is Angus, before Chin Yang gets to the car, he coughs up blood. So I think he's dying. And basically, they're going to be spending their last days together. But I think Chin Yang does not know that Ming is dying. I don't know what he has, but he was coughing up blood. But basically, Chin Yang retires from the gang. And basically, him and Ming is going to, I guess, Japan to live their best lives. So basically, you find out that makes this shit, it was just so crazy. You find out that Amy is the sister to Zhang Tang. And she really showed up to find out who killed her brother. So when she dropped the cup in episode 12, she heard Zhang Yi's conversation with Adi. I think she heard them converse about how he went to jail for Ru, because that's what we call him. He went to jail for Ru for killing Zhang Ting. So she basically finds out, or I think she kind of already knew that he killed her brother, but she got confirmation from the conversation. It can be looked at both ways, because when you think about the series, and trust me, with the reactions, we're gonna be pointing them out. You can look at it two ways. You can look at it as she already knew. She just got verification from one of the witnesses that was actually there. Or she didn't know and she thought Zhang Yi really killed her brother. But at the end of the day, she stabs Ru. She stabs Ru. But before she stabs Ru, what happened was Chin-Yi lets Adi knows that the person who was in the school pushing the drugs and doing all that type of shit, he shows Adi the girl. He shows Adi Amy. Now, the only people who knows about Amy is Ru and Adi, because Ru and Adi was in the school undercover with at Zhang Yi's school. So they knew Zhang Yi's close friends, because Adi undercover played as Zhang Yi's friend. That's how him and Zhang Yi got close. So he knew who she was, and he knew she worked in the bakery. So what happens is they call Ru and they tell Ru that she is the one. She's the one that was pushing the drugs, who she was. And by the time he's on the phone, he don't really see her coming. She stabs him. So when she stabs him, which is so freaking crazy, when she stabs him, she's talking to him, she's giving her declaration for the reason why she's shanking him in the jibs right now. Like, I, I respect her, G. Like, while I watch you slowly die, I'm going to tell you why I'm stabbing you. Like, I respect it. But she tells him, and I think, well, basically he says it, Rue feels a level of guilt and he pushes the blade deeper, which he shocks the shit out of her because she's like, hold on, what? I'm supposed to be doing the killing. Why are you trying to kill your damn self? So when she noticed, when she noticed he had a level of remorse, that's when she, like, it looked like in her mind, she was like, what the fuck am I doing? And he tells her to run and to go away. He basically survives it, but of course Zai is upset with him, and you know how they are and how Zai gives it up when he mad at Rue. But, lo and behold, they make up. And like I say, you get more interactions of Adi and Chinyi being together. And, it ends with Rue and Zai, well, one of them physically getting the ring. So I would say, like I said, this was like the top of my favorite finale because how it ended and how this series really came together. The ending was just perfect. And it gave you a nice ending that you got some visuals, but it left your imagination where it's like, yeah, I'm filled. So, if you haven't watched it, I'll tell you go check it out. Like I told you, we are reviewing it. But this one by far was my top finale. So, the next BL drama we're going to get into is You Are Mine, which is a Taiwanese BL drama. Okay? Now, Taiwanese BL dramas be hitting. Taiwanese BL dramas be hitting because if I'm not mistaken, KISEKI Dear to Me is also a Taiwanese BL drama. So, both of them are Taiwanese BL dramas. And they have been slapping. Okay? So, You Are Mine was a very cute, nostalgic, kind of like artistic BL drama series that I really enjoyed. And basically, this BL drama was about, let's see, I think we're going to say Shang because his first name, hard to pronounce. So, this BL drama is about Shang and Shun. And Shun is Shang's intern, his new intern, which Shun doesn't really have much. His family are basically middle class, and this is his first job. Like his first real, like, corporate like job. And he's assistant to Shang. So in the first episode, Shang falls kind of in love with Shun. Just off of the interactions they have with each other. Shun is the first person that shows a caring, nurturing type of behavior towards Shang, regardless of his status. It's just who he is as a person. So Shang falls kind of really quickly in love with Shun just off of their first reactions once he stopped being a dick towards Shun and he really got to like really know him because at first he gives him a hard ass time in the beginning. He calls him stupid and all these type of things, but in the first episode how it ends you notice that Shang kind of falls for Shun and he wants to get to know him more. So now how this BL drama end was nice. Like, it was nice. Basically, throughout the series, Shang is learning that not everything can be bought with money, especially people. And Shun was a person that he couldn't be bought with money. Shun was more of a person who lived in the now and believed in hard work and what you produce out of the hard work, the joy, the good or the bad and the ugly. He was that type of person, and Shang wasn't used to that. So how it ends is basically Shun coming to the understanding of how Shang felt about him, because what Shun was going through regarding this relationship with Shang is he felt that he wasn't proper for Shang, because Shang is a CEO of a company that is inherited through his family. Like, he's born from wealth and he has all this prestigious type of accolades behind him, where Shun is just a middle class, regular day secretary. So he felt like he wasn't the proper person for him, and he didn't take Shang's advances seriously. Also, Shang is Shun's first, it seems like he's his first relationship. So he at first is very unaware of Shang's advances. He's not really sure of what the fuck is going on. And a part of him also starts to feel in the long run like Shang is playing a game with him, because he's a person with stature and money. He feels like he's playing with his emotions and trying to utilize and throw his money around like he can get him. And he was just like, no, we're not having that shit. So at the end, he starts to realize that, Shang is sincere, and that even though he doesn't have much, he can still be that person for him. Now, where the both of them solidify these feelings and where it just comes in together, and where I say this BL drama was really well written and I enjoyed it, is the fact that when they are presented with the parental figure of Shang, which is his mama, okay, aka she's like a baby mama, mommy dearest. And if you have seen Mommy Dearest, you will know what I'm saying. Something about that mighty hand and the slaps, but she's a baby mommy dearest, okay. When his mother starts to come into play and give her input on the relationship and how this relationship will be a stain on their reputation of the family, Shun really stands up and puts her in her place and lets her know he can't be bought, and he can be that person for Shang in ways that her and her money can't. And ultimately, Shang chooses Shun over everything. And it's just how it ends is Mommy Dearest does get, she eventually comes into the flock, and in her own way, she gets what she wants, because she realizes that the company can't function without her son, and she really wants him back. And then she just starts begging. She tries to form a relationship with Shun, and it's just how they end, like the communication between both Shang's mother and Shun's mother at the end, when the mother comes in to basically chastise Shun for basically being allies to Shang, from basically coming back to the company, like drying out his mama. It's just so cute how everything just came in full surface at the end. Even though they didn't give you a lot, they gave you just enough where you're just like really satisfied, and you're just like, you know what? I respect it. Like, this was a really good series. So You Are Mine, if you haven't watched it, this series was really good. Like, it was a really good series. You can see that they gave KISEKI Dear to Me an 8.0, and they gave this one a 7.5, which I feel like it's rather fair. It's rather fair. And I did enjoy both. You Are Mine was a really good series. The dynamics between the two, their feelings and how they sort through their feelings, and also the coworkers. Like, his two female coworkers are just, it's just a too cute series. I'll tell you, go check it out. You will love it. Let's hop into the next one. So our last series we gonna talk about that ended last week is Mr. Cinderella 2. Now, the thing about Mr. Cinderella, the first season was the very first BL series, like completed BL series that I watched on YouTube. It was like my very first YouTube BL series because at that time, the first season was only aired on YouTube. It wasn't like on any other of my usual BL drama sites. I don't know if it was because of, I guess, the production of the series, but this particular production company, they released the series on YouTube because once I watched this, I watched a few other ones that they have. And at that time, like most of their series were like mini series, but they're really good series. So Mr. Cinderella 2 was a lot. Uh, the first season I really enjoyed. It's like the first season when it did come out. That's like what that year that Mr. Cinderella, the first one, is like one of my top BL series because it was like really good. Like when you talk about messy and the jealous ex and all that crazy shit, Mr. Cinderella, the first season slapped. Now, when it comes to the second season, right? I'm very conflicted because how it ended, it was like crazy. Because this is another one of Dr. Cow's crazy exes, which happened to be his brother. But they're not really brothers because as you find out that Dr. Cow is adopted. So it was the son of his adopted family whom you find out was his first love. And he comes back and homeboy was in like I think a really bad accident, and he's a little crazy, a little touch. He does some crazy shit to Dong, like cut up his hand, and shit gets crazy in the series, right? But the ending of this series just kind of threw me off, and I don't know if it's because it's gonna be a third season, which I'm hoping it's gonna be a third season, because this ex and his doctor, who also stirs the pot, you find out he's like literally the instrument in the pot of craziness that even he shocks crazy. He even shocks the crazy ex. Um, it's just, this series is just a lot. And like I said, I don't know if they're gonna have a season 3. It's just I think I need to watch season 2 over again because it's just like, how did we get here? Because the ex caused so much havoc, plus his little doctor causes havoc. And at the end, it's like they leave together. You don't know whether or not they're together, but at the end of the day, they leave together in a semi-okay situation for these two, Dr. Cow and Dong, to not be together. Like, Dong basically ends the marriage with Dr. Cow because Dr. Cow kissed his ex. Now, Dr. Cow kissed his ex because he was under some type of drug that was laced in someone's cologne that gave him hallucinations, so he thought he was kissing Dong when he was really kissing his ex. I'm assuming that it, like I said, it's a whole lot. But how it ends is they are broken up, and it's like Dr. Cow trying to get Dong back. And how it ends is a clip from basically the beginning, which you saw like a clip. I guess it was them by the water, and it's after they get married, and it's them together, like dressed like they did share nuptials, but you don't know if they're back together. Like it's crazy that, and I guess it's like an ending that I can't really wrap my mind around because of the fact that the ex really came in, caused so much havoc for you then to leave with your little partner and fuck they whole shit up. Like, they're not even together. It ends with them not even being together. Like, Where they do that at? So I don't know if this series is gonna have a season 3. So I put it like a question mark on whether or not whether it's good or bad. I would tell you go check out the series. You give your own opinion, and we can pick back up this conversation on Mr. Cinderella 2 or the other 2 series I mentioned. We can have these discussions. But Mr. Cinderella 2 was just that one series that I literally don't know how to look at this series, like as far as like give my opinion on whether it was good or bad. I don't know, because maybe because the first season was just really so goddamn good, and the second season I can't necessarily say it's really bad, but I can't really say it's really good either. So I'm like stuck in an empty space that maybe it's just not completed for me to really give my opinion on it. But I'm gonna try to watch it give it another go just to see maybe what I missed, and maybe that may be a reaction we can do, Mr. Cinderella 2. Because like I said, it's really good. Like if you've seen the first season, it's like really good. And how these 2 characters get together is just so cute. And I would tell you guys to go check it out. Now, where we are looking currently is another BL site I like to look at, which this site is called World of BL. Now, this one is, if you haven't checked out this website, listen, if you haven't checked this website out, what I love about this website is it gives you the calendar. So if you know, you know. Like if you didn't know, I'm putting the girls on. Like if you know, you know. And if you didn't know, now you know. So basically how this site works, they have a calendar. I check this site out all the time. Like this site literally holds the meat and the potatoes. This site is like the biggie of all the sites. You get what I'm saying? For me, it's like the biggie, the Tupac, of the sites. Because this site has all BL dramas. All. And they let you know where all be. I think like even so now they're starting to incorporate BL dramas from India. So I can't wait. I'm going to take a look at that, and we are going to talk about those BL dramas because I didn't know. But if I'm not mistaken, I feel like I've seen one from India, but we're gonna go because it says we're just gonna see. We're going because if I'm not mistaken, I think this is the site that there's a BL drama from India. Matter of fact, let's take a look. Let's take a look. Okay, here we go. I told you this is a site that has, and I didn't even know, and it's on YouTube. I didn't even know. It's called The Sting of Lavender. I did not even know. So we're gonna check this out. We are definitely gonna check this out right on our channel. I'm telling you, this is why I'm telling you this right here. This site is the biggie of my BL dramas. The biggie, the Tupac, Nas, right? Shit has everything. So we're gonna check out this BL drama series. I don't know. We might start this like ASAP, like soon. Like you see how this is what I'm talking about. So if you are not familiar with World of BL, I will tell you guys go check it out. If you're trying to figure out what BL dramas to check out, they do give you, depending on the BL drama, they don't really give you like a full-on breakdown. They just give you the dates where you can watch the BL drama series and basically the country where the BL drama is from. So my what is it called? My drama list. My drama list has it's more than BL dramas, but my drama list gives you more of a breakdown of the BL drama, where World of BL just tells you the dates, the country, and where you can watch it. I mean, they give you, some of them, they tend to give you a little summary. I think some of them they do. But I really don't pay attention to summaries as far as on World of BL. I go to World of BL just to see when a BL drama is coming out and where I can watch it. That's basically it. Because now, lately, I do a lot of blind reactions, meaning I don't know what that shit is about, so I'm just going to watch it. So, we're going to film my reactions. And this one is going to be a blind reaction. Like, as you see right now, I don't know what this shit's about. I don't know what it's about. We're not going to watch the trailer. This is going to be a blind reaction because I don't know what it's about. But I knew, like, throughout the week, I was, like, basically, like, scrolling through. And I saw, and I was like, oh, shit, they got, like, a India BL on here. Like, and this is going to be my very first India BL watching. So this is going to be some meat and potatoes type shit, because this is my first reaction to an Indian BL drama, and I'm looking forward to it. Like, from the pictures, they look super adorable, and this looks super interesting. So this is going to be a blind reaction. Yeah, I mean, this works. So guys, like always, if you like, love, or enjoy our videos, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to know when we upload new videos. Like I said, new videos will be posting on Thursdays between the hours of 9 and 1 p.m. Well, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. And bonus videos throughout the week if I can basically pop them shits out for you. Always don't forget, drop your comments below. Let me know how you feel about these series and, you know, what we're discussing on the channel. Drop your opinions below because you know they are always enjoyed. Okay? And like always, please send us your little stories, because I would love to have a story time of a real BL story or any type of romantic story, whether good or bad. We enjoy the good or the messy. We love it all. So don't forget to send your stories at the email that is placed below the video. And don't forget to follow us on our social media to know what's going on, what's happening, because the new year is coming in. We got to do better, and we will be doing better. Like always, stay beautiful, be kind, be your best self. And until next time, laters, beautiful people.